let's go down, let's go down, come on down. Oh sisters, let's go down, down to the river to pray.
I felt really led just praying in tongues the whole time. I don't know why, like, just the whole time almost. Until, like, I got a picture of a little kid and trick-or-treating, like, and it was like a weird visual. It was just like, I felt like maybe like sexual predators lived in the neighborhood. I kept getting that sense over and over again. So I just pray for sexual purity during Halloween, especially while the little kids are walking around and stuff. Yeah.
For protection.
Yeah, and I just like, I felt most definitely like there's a need for protection over the kids, most definitely. So
yeah,
especially like in the area. Yeah.
This week, the students in SOW will have to pick the songs that'll be put on the CD. And it can be kind of emotional because they're picking on each other's songs. And also because, you know, if your song doesn't get picked, you know, just that could be kind of emotional for you too. But also the students whose songs do get picked also are not all like, woo, either, because they basically get asked, hey, you know, your song got picked, but can you please rewrite it for the CD? It's, you know, we would like, you know, I don't know exactly how it works, but that's what I've heard. And so, yeah, it's good though, because, you know, that's what one of the things they kind of work on here is it's just kind of like pushing them for working and, you know, going further.
Banana muffins, banana muffins, banana muffins, banana muffins.
Good morning. It is Thursday, November 1st, 2007. And today we're going to... Hey Phil, where's your group at?
I was gonna do it in the library. So.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. But someone was supposed to arrange for the TV to be taken downstairs. So, but yeah, let's just meet in the library.
Okay.
We do it from there.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah, today we got staff development groups. They encourage all staff to do these things. It's about just a couple hours a week, and they're to help us grow with spiritual disciplines and knowledge and as a person, all the good stuff, you know, because they want to see their staff develop. So they have these staff development groups, and we this morning I'm going to one. I think it's about you don't have to go to them. It's totally by your choice, and it sounds pretty informational to me. I think it's about child sex trafficking, so I should hopefully learn a lot.
Trafficking is done mostly by two different types of people in terms of who traffickers are in the US. The first type is organized crime. I mean, big time stuff. We're talking $9 billion annually of revenue from human trafficking. And that's the most recent stat we have, and we know it's a lot more than that now. But the other type is what we call mom and pop operations. Like, for example, the case in Greeley that I was talking about. That was just a family that was doing trafficking just as a family, realizing that they can make a lot of money out of it. And they hooked up with some people in Arizona as a way of getting people to come to their farm and just went at it. And we suspect there's a lot more of that going on in Colorado than we know of right now. There's been cases busted in Greeley, up in the Telluride area, down in near Trinidad with some Guatemalans. So we know it's stuff that's going on, but we think it's going on a larger scale than we realize right now. When it comes to organized crime groups work on circuits, both for agricultural and sex trade, but more for sex trade. But and I'll just give you one example of kind of what can happen to go along with the stories that you just watched. There's an organized crime group down in Dallas, Texas, that we know about. And what these guys do is they go down to Honduras, and they'll go into a village in Honduras, and they'll gather the community as a village and say, look, we know that if you had people working in America that could send money home to your village, then you know that's obviously going to help you. And we've got some really cool job opportunities in Dallas, Texas, where we'll get you there and we'll get you a Social Security card, and that way you can send money home. All you have to do is give us $2,000 and collect that money together and give it to us, and then we'll take 2 of your people and get them across the border and get them jobs, and we'll make it happen. So these people scrape up the money, they hand it over. These guys are put in closed up vans with other people that are gathered along the way from Honduras back through the Mexican border. They're taken all the way up to Dallas, and then that van opens. These guys get out of the van and there's a man standing there. And this man basically looks at them and says, look, that $2,000 didn't even come close to covering the cost of what it meant for us to bring you here. And what you're going to do is, you see that factory sweatshop thing up in the corner there where you walk up these stairs. You're going to go up there and you're going to work 12 to 16 hours a day. And we are taking all your documentation, and if you try to leave, we know where your family is and harm will come to your family. And that is the bottom line way that human trafficking is being done pretty much throughout the world, but especially in the United States. And up until the point that they got out of that van, those people were being smuggled. And if the people were pulled over by the state troopers or whatever, those guys would be done for smuggling. There was a guy that was jailed for smuggling in Colorado just last week. He got a 1-year jail sentence. When they get out of the van, their documentation is withheld and they're forced into a work situation without pay. That is the second that it becomes human trafficking. And that's what the definition of trafficking is in the US.
Okay, now turn this overhead up a little bit, please. A little more. Okay, that might be too much. Let's try it like this then. Okay? One more time. Let's do it from the beginning again.
Sounds pretty good. How do you sound?
Terrible.
No, you sound good.
Whatever.
Believe it.
Oops, still muted. So it gives it a little more snap and a little more snare.
Yeah.
So now if you bring up the overhead. Now the rim. Feel that bigness?
Yeah.
Listen to this.
I know it doesn't look professional, but we got this whiteboard and sleeping bags all hooked up here so that to give it a better sound. This isn't going to be another live CD. This is going to be more studio, so that's what all that's for. And the reason we have it going around the rest of the stage and not the drums like it was before is because we got these room mics hooked up, and those will allow us to get a bigger sound from the drums than just the overheads. The kick drum, we've got one microphone way in there for to get the more high end, and also this one just on the outside for the more deeper tones that you get in a kick. So you can have a lot more control mixing.
What's butter beans? Are they native beans?
It is now about 12:30. And the recording turned out pretty good. We just mostly recorded drums, and all the other people playing were just to support the drummer so he could get the feel of the music and play really well. But now we're all done, and I'm tired, and I feel kind of like almost like achy all over, like I was sick or something. But I'm just really tired. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. And now I'm up again for doing sound and worship tomorrow. I don't feel quite, I feel worse for Chad though, who's been playing drums all night, which takes more energy.